Hello everybody and welcome to Miranda Detailing, where we make satisfying detailing videos. Today we're working on this 2005 Acura MDX, so let's see what we have in store for today. Alright guys, so this 2005 MDX has seen better days. It has a lot of exterior problems going on that we're trying to make look much better. So we have the old headlight here, which we're going to try to restore a little bit, and the paint, we're going to also give it a polish and try to restore that black paint, and the usual engine compartment junk that needs to be cleaned up, and the arms have lost their ability to hold this up, so we're going to have to be careful with that. Wheels and tires as usual that need to be cleaned. We're going to be removing the side moldings here because they're falling apart already and the owner wants them removed, and then we're going to polish that area to make them look better, and then a full interior as well. So carpets and mats need to be deep cleaned. Leather also needs to be cleaned thoroughly. There's some crackage going on and some damage here and there, but overall the leather should look much better. Then we have the cup holders, the dash as usual, center console. I don't know why they put felt in here. Come on, car guys, don't put felt in here. That's just horrible. Just make it plastic. Same within there. At least that's plastic molding in there. So your steering wheel, of course, here is damaged, so we have to be careful with that. We don't want to take that all off, but that's damage. Some of it is dirt, some of it is damage. That's all crackled, as you can see. And of course your, oh man, those are bad. Yeah, that's pretty bad in there. There we go. The sun's out today, which is great, but kind of makes it difficult to see inside here with the camera. So your typical dirty interior, but no dog hair, guys. Finally, no dog hair. I hate dog hair. Backseat area, almost untouched. It's really not bad back here at all. We're just gonna make sure to clean up all these areas and underneath all the seats. But really not too bad, right? So you have some damage here in the bumper, things like that. But even back here, really not bad at all. Just some minor stains, some things like that need to be cleaned up. And of course all your areas in here, which we always degrease and clean, but we have to be careful in here as well because the paint will actually start to flake off around the hinges. So be careful with that. We degrease it, we pressure wash it, we're careful around the areas like this, but yeah, sometimes the paint and stuff flakes off. So you gotta be careful. There's one area here in the gas cap that's actually, the paint is gone and it's starting to rust. So here we have to be very careful as well. So carpets really aren't horrible, so that's good. Now we got to find out where that went. And that goes on top of the felt in this little area here. And of course your dirty vents. So we'll clean those out as well. So lots of scratching and staining on the paint. We're going to try to fix that as much as possible, either a one-step or maybe an aggressive one-step, some compounding and some light polishing. So let's get started. So guys, we are also going to be reviewing some SuperClean products. So we're going to try out their aerosol cleaner, and then we have their foaming cleaner and also their all-wheel cleaner. So we're going to try these out on the vehicle today. Alright guys, so let's give the aerosol a shake, and we're going to apply it on the tire. Already you can see it dissolving junk. Let's spray it in the wheel wells as well. Look how much is already dissolving. Look at that. Nice. Now you can spray this on the rims as well, but I'm going to use their all-wheel cleaner. Wow. Really nice. That really dissolves the gunk. Look at that. Alright, let's give this a scrub. Wow, that's satisfying. That's getting the gunk right off. Nice. Same with the wheel wells. Dissolving junk. Awesome. Alright. Let's use their all-wheel cleaner, and we will turn their little nozzle on here. Oh, and that's a foam too. Woolies from Max Shine to clean the interior. Oh yeah, nice. And then we're going to use our brush here. Now let's use this brush for the interior of the wheel wells. Yeah, I could use my long handle brush, but I'm also holding the camera, so I'm not going to worry about it. Alright, let's give this a rinse down. to the mats. So we're going to show you how we extract using the new SuperClean foaming cleaner. So we're going to try that on these disgusting front mats. And just a little tip, when you're using your extractor, I just filled it up with water, it's heating up, the pump is on. I put just a little glug of distilled white vinegar, and it acts kind of like an acid rinse, which the benefit of that is you're using high alkaline cleaners, and this will neutralize it. So you're not going to have to deal with wicking, or at least it reduces wicking and stains coming back or browning. You don't have to worry about it on black carpets that much, but on lighter color carpets, this will neutralize it. So it's not a perfect science. I put a couple of glugs in there. You know, it's maybe a few ounces. It's 3 gallons in the extractor. And it works great for, you know, using it as a neutralizer for the carpet stains, especially on lighter carpets. I've tested it, and you know, it's not a perfect system. There are other chemicals that are neutralizers that neutralize the pH of the carpets, and this works just as well. So try that in your extractors, just a little glug of it. So let's show you what I mean. You don't have to be too exact on it. Like that. What is that? Maybe 2 ounces? Something like that. So let's put everything back together. We're going to use the foamer. We're going to use our drill brush, and let's see if we can clean these up. Alright, so let's turn this on. And what I'll usually do is just give it a dry brush first, get all the particles out. I already kind of pre-vacuumed it. That helps with reducing some of the stuff in it. To be honest, I like foam, but it does tend to make a little bit of a mess. But it's not a huge deal. The foam is nice because it's clinging to stuff, which is good. Let me get you a little closer. And you can see it's starting to work on the grime. So let's drill brush it. Now, just as a test, I'm just going to wipe it with the towel. Oh yeah, you can see it's going to work. Okay, let's extract it. So let's, I'm going to skip the drill brush first, and I'll just go right to spraying the cleaner. This would probably work better as a wheel cleaner, you know, maybe the exterior. I mean, I'm using it on the carpets. I'm sure it's cleaning up, it's fine. It's just a little messy. So the first one did a great job at the dirt removal. Of course, you can see the dirt coming up, and then after, it was really nothing was coming up. It was just moisture on the towel. Let's switch over to using the aerosol. It's just way easier to use. Less, actually no overspray really to speak of. It covers the area really well. You can get precise, you know, spraying action. You can already starting to see it dissolve some gunk. All right, let's drill brush it. Alright, so we are done with the interior. We're not done with the exterior yet, but just going to show you some afters. Still going to work on the cowl here. We're going to dress it. So the exterior has been washed and clayed, but some of the bottom portion still needs some clay barring. Tires are looking nice and clean and dry. Can't do much about the inner barrels of these wheels, but the face of the wheels look great. They weren't really bad to begin with, but it cleaned up the plastics inside really well. So that was SuperClean, the aerosol. And the interior, so, you know, hard to really see that much of a difference on the leather. We steamed it, cleaned it, dressed it, but, you know, it has its wear and tear. So carpets came out really nice. So I'm gonna have to drive it in, so I messed up the pedal here, but that's all right. I'll hit that when we're all done with the interior completely and the rest of the vehicle. But this thing is damaged. The spring is sprung on it, so you're gonna have to force it open. But everything else cleaned up nice despite damage. You know, the buttons here wearing off and some damage. There's not much I can do for that. It's clean, it's just the plastic is kind of worn. But that's okay, it's clean. There's only so much you can do with some vehicles. The carpets overall came out really nice. Same with the back seat area, nice and clean. So, not a huge turnover on the inside. And I have the mats drying in the sun. But everything does look nice and clean now. So things are just drying out, as you noticed in here, so you gotta be careful. There's always paint peeling in here. You can only clean so far, but cleaned and dressed all the rubbers. So it looks decent. You clean what you can and you protect. All the vents look really nice too, even though all the little pieces are snapped off, so you can't turn the vents in there. You don't want to cause any damage, so don't really stick anything in there to try to get to those flaps. Just clean it and make it look good. These are mine. All right, so let's pull it in and work on the exterior.